Welcome to Prime Dash, the best partner for decision makers. Prime Dash is the simplest and most innovative software to make financial decisions. Dashboard. The Prime Dash main dashboard makes it seamlessly easy to visualize your financial performance for each period, such as your net profit, your operating profit, your gross margin, your break-even amount, your retained earnings, your debt to assets percentage, your working capital. You also have other result data available to gain a better insight on your financial performance. With the Prime Dash dashboard, you can also switch from period to period to determine your performance for each period, or combine all your financial performance. This dashboard is also the screen you'll see every time you access Prime Dash. Summary overview. Once your raw data is entered into Prime Dash will automatically provide you with the 3 standard financial statements, including your profit and loss statement, your cash flow statement, and your balance sheet statement. Note that Prime Dash didn't give you the option to add your balance sheet information because it does it automatically using the data you provided. The break-even analysis is a critical component of the daily management of a business. Essentially, it establishes the minimum revenue a company must reach to cover its financial obligations or expenses. The break-even point is also referred to as the zero profit point. It is very versatile and can be used to support many managerial decisions. Without the break-even point, for example, the marketing department wouldn't be able to determine effectively the minimum sales goal that a company must reach in order to stay afloat. The ratios report gives you the main performance indicators and are divided into 4 sections: liquidity ratios, profitability ratios, financial leverage ratios, and efficiency ratios. Product and service report. This report will give an instant overview of your best performing products and our services. By simply inputting the detailed quantities and prices for the products and our services you're offering in revenue under data input, Prime Dash will give you for all the given periods the total amount sold for each product or service, the sales contribution for each product or service relative to the total sales. Even better, Prime Dash will automatically sort the total revenue amount for each product or service starting from the largest to the smallest. Cost report. This cost report will give an instant overview of your entire cost structure. By simply inputting your cost under data input, Prime Dash will give you for all the given periods the total amount spent for each cost line item, the cost contribution for each cost relative to the total costs. Even better, Prime Dash will automatically sort your costs starting from the largest to the smallest. Comparative cost analysis, or CCA. The comparative cost analysis may initially sound scary. In reality, it is one of the easiest business concepts to absorb and apply. On the importance scale, the CCA is by far one of the most beneficial tools in the business analysis. Undoubtedly, if more managers recognized its commanding utility, then more businesses would enjoy the luxury of consistent profitability. As its name depicts, the CCA performs a side-by-side examination of the financial efficiency of an organization through its cost structures. In other words, the CCA determines if overspending or irregularities have occurred. Under this report, Prime Dash will give you a detailed CCA report for every cost to determine your optimal cost and the total loss incurred by not applying the best ROI. A comparative ROI table, which gives you a side-by-side overview of your ROIs for each given period. An optimal cost table, which gives you the optimal amount you should have spent for each given period. The total loss incurred for each cost and for each given period. By using the analysis of the CCA to make business decisions, especially in regards to cost expenditures, you'll be able to continuously increase your overall efficiency in the short and long term, and realize the profitability and growth you're seeking. Financial grade, Prime Dash has developed a revolutionary analysis tool that is able to predict the long-term success of any company. This tool analyzes the performance of a company based on the following 5 areas: financial efficiency, financial stability, financial control, financial growth, and financial profitability. Each one of these areas is calculated through a benchmarking process to determine their appropriate grades. Furthermore, PrimeDash is able to give a definitive conclusion for each one of these areas of analysis, from very poor to excellent, and also provide specific recommendations if needed to improve each score. Once this analysis is complete, PrimeDash is able to provide an overall financial grade, as well as the likelihood of long-term success. It is worth noting that PrimeDash financial grading process for companies is unique, and no other software exists with these specific capabilities. The Blueprint Report is unique to the PrimeDash suite and simply innovative. Once the company's data is added, PrimeDash performs an in-depth analysis of the company's financial infrastructure, growth pattern, revenue, and cost models. This comprehensive analysis is then used to generate automatically an optimal financial model for the company to follow in the next period. The Blueprint Report gives the decision maker the minimum income goal the company should seek to achieve. It also provides the maximum amount to spend for each cost line item specific to the company. If this blueprint is followed as suggested, then the company should expect to generate the optimal operating profit as calculated automatically by PrimeDash. Business Valuation Report. PrimeDash uses a proprietary process to determine the market value of a company. This process utilizes a comprehensive set of financial parameters, assumptions, and benchmarks to provide a grade for each of the following categories: financial efficiency, financial stability, financial control, financial growth, and financial profitability. Then, PrimeDash uses this information to calculate the value of your company. The Business Valuation Report can be used to seek investments, bring in new partners, retire debt, merge with other companies, determine the wealth creation pattern of your company, go public, negotiate specific contracts, and develop an overall company expansion plan. Price Quantity Simulation. The price quantity simulation is an ideal tool to determine how changes in prices charged and quantities sold will affect the overall profitability of the company. Once the price charged and quantities sold are added under the revenue input module, PrimeDash picks up the latest period to enable the decision maker to simulate various scenarios until the desired profitability is reached for the next period. In this simulation, you're able to change the price charged for the product or service, change the quantity sold for the product or service, change simultaneously the price charged and the quantity sold for the product or service. Each simulation entered generates automatically the change in the operating profit and the adjusted operating profit with the specific changes included. The price and quantity simulation can be used to determine, for example, impacts of offering discounts or special offers, seasonal fluctuations, strategies for specific marketing campaigns, and the optimal combination for products or services. Profit and loss simulation, also known as P&L. The P&L simulation puts your entire financial infrastructure right in front of you, giving the ability to simulate endless various fluctuations moving forward. You can either click the plus or minus buttons or directly enter your desired percentage, increase or decrease. Each simulation entered generates automatically the change in the operating profit and the adjusted operating profit with the specific changes included. You can use the P&L simulation to determine, for example, the financial impact of an increase or decrease of the revenue for the following period, the financial impact of increases and decreases of specific cost line items for the following period, the financial impact related to specific managerial decisions, including product, service, personnel, salaries, and much more. Personnel simulation. Once your personnel data is added in the data input module, PrimeDash gives you the ability to simulate your overall personnel plan and how it will affect your operating profit. For all staff members, you're able to change the number or count for specific positions, change the compensation amount, change their number of hours if they're hourly employees, add or change their benefits amount, add or change their bonus amount. You can use the personnel simulation to know immediately how specific changes in your personnel plan will affect your overall profitability, develop a strategic personnel plan moving forward, Know if you can afford to hire more people, offer benefits and bonuses. Budget simulation. The moment your data is added into the data input modules, PrimeDash develops an automatic budget for your company. This revolutionary budgeting simulation tool performs an in-depth analysis of your financial performance to generate a strategic plan you can use moving forward. Then, PrimeDash takes it to the next level by providing 2 additional tools for a complete budget, which will take into consideration all the potential contingencies and unknown factors. As seen, the budget simulation is divided into 3 sections. Common costs. This is generated automatically by PrimeDash as it has estimated how much you would need at a minimum to be operational for the following period. Probable costs. PrimeDash gives you the ability to add and plan for specific costs that you may incur for the following period. In this section, write the contingency name, its total amount, and the probability ranging from 0% to 100% that you will incur that cost. You can add as many contingencies as you need to get the total amount of probable cost which will be added to your overall budget. Unknown costs. You're also able to add an unknown factor percentage, which will simply apply a percentage from the total of your common and probable costs. This unknown cost is usually reserved for costs that cannot be predicted ahead of time because they're unusual, rare, and simply unknown. They may include costs such as a fire, legal fees because of a lawsuit, breakdown of a machine, and accidents. The budget simulation tool can be used to determine the minimum revenue amount you'll need for the following period to remain operational while at the same time being able to pay for probable and unknown costs. Give the decision maker a simple budgeting tool he or she can manipulate effortlessly in order to develop an overall strategic plan for the company. Spending plan simulation. Once your cost line items are added under the cost input module, PrimeDash performs an in-depth comparative cost analysis to determine the optimum spending limit for any revenue projection. In the spending plan simulation, all you have to do is enter an income projection for the following period and press Calculate. Then, PrimeDash will give you instantly the maximum amount you should spend for each cost line item you have provided. PrimeDash will also calculate automatically your expected gross margin and operating profit if the spending plan is followed as suggested. You can use the spending plan simulation to determine your optimum gross margin and operating profit, your optimum spending for each revenue limit, your optimal financial level in case of increase or decrease of your revenue for the following period. Financial plan simulation. Once your revenue and cost line items are added under the data input modules, PrimeDash performs a revenue and cost analysis to determine the minimum income you should seek and the maximum you should spend for each cost you provided. In the financial plan simulation, all you have to do is to enter the profit amount goal you want to achieve for the following period and press Calculate. Then, PrimeDash will give you instantly the minimum sales goal you should seek and the maximum you should spend for each cost line item you provided. You can use the financial plan simulation to determine a specific revenue goal to reach your company's profit goal, your maximum spending for each cost line item to reach your profit goal given your revenue limit. Determine a strategic financial plan tied directly to cost for maximum profitability. Payback simulation. Once your data is added into the data input modules, PrimeDash automatically performs a comprehensive analysis of your financial performance, growth, and spending patterns. Then, PrimeDash uses this information to determine your future financial performance for years to come. Thus, if you plan to acquire an investment or loan, then PrimeDash will be able to tell you how long it will take to pay it back. To simulate a payback time frame, add the investment or loan amount you're seeking. Simply press Calculate, and the payback period will be seamlessly calculated. You can use the payback simulation to determine how long it will take you to pay back a loan and then decide if it's feasible based on your specific goals. Know the exact burden of bringing in new investment. Simulate various investment scenarios and negotiate with investors with greater control. To know if you can pay for large assets such as buildings and machineries. To estimate the long-term return on investment for specific projects or business expansion plans. The Profit Simulation module is the perfect tool for decision makers seeking to understand quickly what overall changes in their financial model need to occur to earn the desired level of profitability. By just inputting the desired profit percentage, PrimeDash will develop instantly a financial model to achieve this goal. The proposed financial model is comprised of 3 choices and 6 distinct strategies for the decision maker to implement. Choice 1. Achieve the desired profit level by focusing only on the revenue. Choice 2. Achieve the desired profit level by focusing only on the total costs. Choice 3. Achieve the desired profit level by focusing simultaneously on the revenue and the total cost. You can use the profit simulation to adjust with ease your financial model to reach your financial goals. To gain a better understanding of your financial structure and specifically how your revenue and cost structures are affecting your overall profitability. To streamline more efficiently your financial decision-making process. Essentially, PrimeDash eliminates the guesswork when making financial decisions. It truly is the solution to make informed decisions with simple tools to seamlessly answer difficult financial questions. Let your journey to financial success begin with PrimeDash, the best partner for decision makers.